Hi guys, my name's Heather and I'm the author of the Glamour and Goodies blog. Some of you might also know me as Blonde Phoenix Rising from my Tumblr and Fanform accounts. And today I'm happy to present you with my first ever video tutorial on how to get Leighton's hair and makeup look from the 2007 Gossip Girl premiere party. I did this look because it's really pretty timeless. It's one you can dress up or dress down. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to apologize for some of the sound quality on the voices. On the track. I'm just kind of starting to figure out how to work with all of the audio. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoy this, and if you give this look a try, I'd love to see a picture of how it looked on you, or if you did it a different way, so please feel free to leave me a comment, or email me, or follow me on Twitter. All the information is in the blog, and do make sure you look at the entry that goes along with this video tutorial so you can find some dresses that are similar to the ones that Leighton wore for this particular look. Enjoy and hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
So this is the finished product, and I'm going to show you how to get it step by step. I would ask that you please ignore the scratch that I have over here. Sorry, I'm working with a mirror and the laptop. I have a scratch over here from my dog. I was playing with her earlier, and you'll notice earlier on in the video that it's like much more pronounced and all over my chest. I promise this isn't some sort of like weird hickey. This is my dog. She scratched me. We were just playing. She's not vicious or anything. And also, please excuse the fact that my bed has no linens on it at the moment. They're all in the laundry. I've been holding off on doing it for a long time. So normally it would look a lot prettier behind me. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoy this. Go ahead and, if you try this look, go ahead and take a picture for me and show me what you, and post it on my blog or on my Tumblr. And show me what you like and show me what you did or what products you love. And make sure you check out my blog for the entry so that you can see what kind of dresses you could get to also make this look complete. Bye! To give you a quick overview of some of the tools that I'll be using today, most of them are just basic things that you're going to have anyways. You don't really need to go out and buy anything super special for this. I highly recommend having a fine-tooth comb because that makes it a little easier to separate things out. I recommend having some sort of hair clip nearby. I have these kind of like the alligator kind you'd see at a salon, but I also have little comby kind of clips like this. And then you're also going to want some bobby pins, little tiny clear elastics possibly, and then just one or two hair ties that are of a natural color. You don't really want like a neon pink or a neon blue for something like this. And then you're definitely going to want hairspray. I prefer Garnier Fructis Flexible Control Anti-Humidity Hairspray. I like this because it doesn't get too stiff, and it's really good for just kind of working into your hair if you need a little bit extra texture. You could spray this in your hair and just kind of run your fingers through it just to make it a little bit easier to meld. And then I'd have a curling iron going. This look doesn't look like Leighton has a lot of curls, but actually when it's pinned up, you can see that some of them do have a little bit of curl to them, so they're not sticking up straight in weird places. And I'm using the Conair Instant Heat collection, but this is a really old curling iron. I've had this for 4 or 5 years, and I don't know that you could actually get this exact one in the store. But it's a 3/4 inch barrel curling iron, and any other curling iron that's similar will work. Obviously, you don't have to go out and buy exactly what I have to make this work for you. Use what you have, or use something similar. I'm starting with my hair being a little bit dirty, actually. I found that when I'm doing an updo, it's easier if my hair has some natural texture to it. So I washed it yesterday, but I didn't wash it before I did this look. I brushed it out completely, and I'm starting out with it parted just ever so slightly to the right. It's not a super deep part, as you can tell. I normally style my hair in the other direction, but because Leighton's wearing it to the right for this one, I'm going to go with it too. For the rest of the tutorial, I'm actually just going to style and record and then record over a voiceover. So let's just get started.
The most important tool that you're going to be using for this look is a comb, and as you can tell, I'm using it to section off a section of hair that's on the dominant side of the part, and it's pretty large. It's the largest section that we'll use, and the key to this look is keeping it looking nice and funky and not too super constructed or stiff. And so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to twist it. I want to give it just a little push for some volume, kind of like you'd be doing if you were just wearing a little poop in the front, and then I'm just going to secure it with a bobby pin. The next step, as you can tell, is just kind of to play with that piece of hair that you pulled back and secured with the bobby pin, to give it a little bit of volume, to give it a little bit of looseness. You kind of actually want it to look a little bit wispy, and then you want to go ahead and give it a nice spray with hairspray so that it holds. For my next step, I'm going to go ahead and take that section of hair that I pulled away, and I'm going to go ahead and take a curling iron to it. As you can tell, I'm starting at the base and really stretching it out all the way to the tip. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll it up really nice and tightly up all the way to my scalp again and hold it for about 15 seconds. And then gradually, ringlet by ringlet, I'm going to very slowly unwind it so that it can produce really nice, pretty, bouncy curls, because that's going to work best with this style. And then you'll notice I'm just going to kind of hold that curl up in my hand just a little bit to kind of like let it set and retain its bounciness. And then because I've just pulled on that section of hair with my curling iron, I'm going to go ahead and just like make sure that section that I've already bumped up stays kind of poofy. And I'm just going to pull it up a little bit and secure it with a bobby pin and let the curls fall for the moment. And I'm going to continue this section by section on this side of my scalp until I'm done. Now I'm going to move on to the other side of my head, and the process is going to be just like it was on the other side, except that all of these sections are probably going to be a little bit more even. I'm stretching to get 3 sections on this side, but depending on, the shape of your head and how much hair you have, you might only be able to do 2, or maybe you could do 4. It's up to you. Something you will notice is that I'm trying to take all these pieces of hair and affix them almost to the same point, or at least that they're all going up in the same direction towards the crown of my head. Now I'm going to go ahead and take all those little sections that I'd pulled up to that same kind of point, and I'm just going to pull them up in sort of like half ponytail, and this is where I'm using a clear elastic just to secure them and to separate it from the hair on the underneath side. If you've got thicker hair, you may prefer to use a regular hair tie, and that's why I suggested you might need it in the supplies. Just, like a neutral looking color. And you might discover once you've pulled it all up that maybe some of the sections aren't quite as distinct. So you can go ahead and just kind of like twist them a little bit more, or pin them a little bit more if you need, so that they kind of stand out and you can still kind of see like a funky edge to it. And then I'm just using a curling iron where I need to give all that section of hair just a little bit more oomph and a few more curls. And now I'm just going to take them and I'm going to start just kind of like twisting them and then wrapping them around up around the top. There's no real science or real specific way that I'm twisting it around. I'm just twisting it however it kind of feels right, and then I'm just going to secure it with a bunch of bobby pins. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start doing very similarly to what I was doing up top. I'm taking sections from underneath, I'm pulling them nice out and straight all the way to the end with the curling iron using the clamp. rolling it up as close to the scalp as I can get it, and then eventually slowly let those curls out. And then I'm just going to twist them and then secure them up underneath, kind of on the, like the underside of my scalp, but still kind of like wrap them around what bun I've already kind of got going. Again, this is kind of like a very funky look. It's very laid back, so it's what works for you and however you get it to the place where you like it. And it's okay if the pieces in back are a little bit loose or hang a little bit looser, because as you can tell from the photo of Leighton, it's not like it's a super tight, like skin tight bun on the underside. It's very kind of loose and, relaxed but pretty. And I'm just going to keep repeating this step over and over on the underside. You'll notice from Leighton's look that she has a few little pieces hanging out on the top, and I thought this was a really great place to just leave a couple cute little tendrils using some of the strands of hair that are a little bit wispy on the underside of my scalp. And then it's okay if you have a few just little pieces kind of hanging out at the end. That's totally fine. It keeps it looking like that nice, relaxed, yet elegant look. Now you get to see the final product. The rest of this video will be finished up in a part 2 for the makeup, just because I'm running out of time for the limit that YouTube has. Make sure to check out the second half.